Welcome to the Lap of Luxury. I'm Allison Morris. This week we visit Maserati and test out their new Levante SUV.
First, we have two 3-liter V6 twin-turbo engines built by Ferrari. You're not going to find that in any other SUV. 345 horsepower or 424 horsepower, the two models. The top end speed is 164 miles an hour. You go from 0 to 60 in 5 seconds. Of course, plus you have all the Italian craftsmanship and the sound and the way the Maserati handles. It really is a unique experience.
When Maserati introduces its first SUV ever, you don't sit around talking about it, you get out there and drive it, which is exactly what we did on a rainy afternoon. All right, you're going to take us on a small tour of Jersey.
We're on a small tour of Jersey, Maserati style.
Oh, I love it. This is the way to see Jersey. All right. Starting at $72,000, the Levante is the only luxury Italian SUV on the market today. Oh, what SUV sounds like this?
There is not an SUV on the market that sounds like our Maserati Levante.
Its name, Levante, a tribute to the car's power.
We have an historic tradition of naming cars after winds, and the Levante is named after a warm Mediterranean wind that can go from calm to gale force in a matter of seconds, which is exactly what you just did as we merged onto the highway.
This is a car that'll get you some attention if you're pulling up to the supermarket in this bad boy. Known for its Italian heritage,
1914, Alfieri Maserati started the company in Bologna, Italy. It is now headquartered in Modena, Italy since 1934.
And its Trident logo.
There's a Neptune statue in Bologna, Italy, and of course the Neptune holds the Trident logo, and that of course is the birthplace of Maseratis.
Maserati is not known as an everyman's car, and while there are no plans to change that, Tom says it was time to make an accessible SUV.
If you look at what's going on in the automotive segment today, there's a tremendous shift from passenger cars to SUVs. So I think if you want to be successful in the United States market, you have to have an SUV. But like I said, it's important for us that the SUV has to be a Maserati first, and then it has to be an SUV as well.
But if sport utility doesn't scream Maserati loudly enough for you, you've got 3 other options.
Well, I'll start with the Ghibli sedan. So that's our most accessible Maserati. It's a sports sedan, starts around $72,000. It has 2 engines, both of them 3-liter V6. Twin turbo built by Ferrari. Iconic sports cars, the Gran Turismo and the Gran Turismo convertible. Those cars, when you think of Maserati, that's probably what customers first think of. They think of those sexy cars, sports cars. It essentially are the DNA of Maserati in those 2 vehicles.
All designed to give you a sensory driving experience.
Well, when you own a Maserati, we're going to hit 4 of the 5 senses. We're going to start with sight, the way the car looks, the design, the aggressive stance. Then you're going to get inside of it, and you're going to have the smell, the Italian leather, the ebony wood, just the way the car smells. Of course, the touch, you're going to touch the fine Italian craftsmanship, the stitching on the dashboard and the seats. Then, of course, the signature sound. When you fire up a Maserati and you hear those twin turbos fire up, and you hit the gas pedal and you hear that sound, that is exclusively and unique to Maserati.
Thanks so much for joining us at Maserati. I'm Allison Morris. I'll see you next time on the Lap of Luxury.